So a few days ago, Funimation announced that the first 11 episodes of Moriarty the Patriot will be up English dubbed on their Funimation now. And I figured since I'm currently participating in the free trial because, I want to watch The Defective, I figured why not check it out. So I watched the first 2 episodes and I looked at the cast list and I'm going to, give my thoughts. I can't give all my thoughts because I haven't met all the characters. But, first up, we have Moriarty, which I knew right away was Aaron Dismuke. I'm very in tuned with his voice, even with his British accent. I didn't even need to look it up. But yeah, so Aaron Dismuke is voicing the title character. And, I really like the job that is done. Some of my favorite roles that I've known him from are, of course, Alphonse from Full Alchemist and, this guy from Servamp, which if you haven't watched Servamp, why haven't you yet? Just go watch it. It is super good. Obviously, I got to know him voicing this character pretty well in the first 2 episodes. He is the title character. And yeah, I feel like he did a really good job, and I can't wait to see more of his character. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I've always been a big Sherlock Holmes fan, but it was refreshing to see a change of point of view, and I really like this character. Next, we have Albert, who is voiced by Chris. I can't pronounce your last name. It's been a while since I've done anything, Sherlock related, so I don't remember who Albert was originally, but I'm not as familiar with this character, so I can't give, a complete thought process, but I like it so far, and I think it's funny that his voice actor also voices Shadow in Skate Infinity. That was the last thing I saw him in. This. I don't know, it's hilarious. He went from this punk weirdo with no class to all of a sudden being Albert, this high society polished dude with a secret agenda. And I love that. It's range, bro. That's range. The final Moriarty brother, Lewis, is voiced by Howard Wang, and I don't feel like I need to just talk this guy up because honestly, every role that I see him in, I'm like, good job, perfect. I've never not liked him in a role. I feel like he's just super talented. I want to see more of him, as I've said. Obviously, he also was in Skate the Infinity as Longa. So, it's a nice little reunion between the two. Now, Lewis seems to be a very interesting character. I feel like there's a lot of depth in him. I want to know more about him. And so far in the first 2 episodes, we know very little. We know that he was a sickly boy, that he's very, very loyal to William, but we don't know much else. And I'm very eager to know more about him. And again, Howard Wang is doing a beautiful job playing him. Now, this guy I'm super curious about because I've always been a Sherlock fanboy and I haven't met his character yet. Again, I'm only 2 episodes in. But I'm also kind of curious because he is voiced by someone who I only know from Supernatural. And from what I can understand, this is really his breakout voice acting role. And I can't imagine what his voice sounds like because it's been so freaking long since I've watched Supernatural. But yeah, I've heard stories about this Sherlock version. But, I'm very curious to see what is, going to happen in the story because I've heard that it's kind of gay. The next character is Sebastian, another character I haven't met yet, voiced by Chris, another name I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce anybody whose name is Chris. Their last name is always going to be out of my grasp. But you know this guy. I personally am not familiar with any of his work, but he is most well known as of late as this, Insomniac teacher from My Hero Academia. I haven't met him. I've only watched the first episode of My Hero Academia, and then I just dropped it because I'm too scared to go further, even though I own the first 3 seasons. So now this character, Fred, I'm very interested in meeting just because of the character design. And I don't know, he just looks like character-wise, based on looks, that he'd be pretty interesting. But he is voiced by Caleb Yen, and I only vaguely know this guy from Stars Align. I don't know how big his role is because I actually dropped Stars Align. But I know he's in it. He plays this guy here. So yeah. And lastly, for the English dub cast so far announced is the voice of Watson, who's voiced by Ryan Colt Levy, and I'm not familiar with him at all. But the character design that I can see for Watson looks like a typical Watson. I'm not as thrilled to meet him. It's not like I hate him. It's just like, I'm like, whatever. But from what I can tell, his most recent role, Ryan's, is Loki from Records of Ragnarok or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so that is the cast so far that I could find. If you guys want, I can talk more about the show in general as I watch it, give some summaries. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of been having issues just getting into shows, which is why my reviews have been far in between. But I still want to upload content for you guys regularly, which is why I keep doing stuff like this. So this is like a mini review. So yeah. Honestly, I think it looks like a stellar cast, even though I'm not familiar with, half of them as voice actors. But, the animation is stellar. The story looks intriguing. It's got me hooked. And I don't know, I kind of like it all together. I'm sure I won't hate it. I'm sure I'm not going to drop it. I'll probably end up buying it more than likely whenever it comes out. So based on the 2 episodes, I'd say it's worth the watch. I've been wanting to watch it for a while now. I've been sitting on it, but I'm like, I'm going to wait and see if it gets dubbed. And it did. It did. I can always tell. I swear to gosh. I'm just so talented. But yeah, so let me guys know. Have you guys watched it? It's been out for a while, sub. So I imagine a lot of people have. But I just, like I said, I've been holding out. Don't give me any spoilers, guys. I'm pretty into it blind. Like I said, I only know a few minor things. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Make sure you check out my other video that I upload today, which is going to be a bunch of BL news. But yeah, bye.